3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Back for another day of fun. Thank you, friends, for being part of the show while you're listening in quarantine. We appreciate you very, very much. Hello, Steph.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing just okay?
Yeah, it's just a sad time, I think, for everybody.
What are you doing to stay occupied?
I've been running outside and trying to do like the at-home workouts, but I'm telling you, I'm just not made for at-home workouts.
No, you're just gym through and through.
Yes, the running outside has been pretty good. I can't take my dogs because they stop to sniff and pee every 5 seconds.
Sure, that's why you couldn't take me.
Because you stop to sniff and pee a lot. Yeah,
100%.
It's understandable.
Small bladder.
So I've been trying to do that and then to come home and do something with like some weights or like abs, just to keep that going. But then every time I try to do something, the dogs are trying to play with me. And I try to do a plank and Zoe gets underneath me. And
sure.
It just doesn't work out well.
It should give you motivation. If Zoe's underneath you, you can't stop the plank because you'll crush her.
Yes, that it was actually helping me earlier today. But it's very distracting. I just can't focus. I need to be like in the environment.
Sure.
Same with work. Working from home has been weird.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure.
Yeah,
I get that for sure.
understand.
So one thing that the wife and I have been doing to pass the time is going on Netflix and finding shows to watch and series.
There's so many.
And I finally gave in. Okay? We finally gave in, and we watched Tiger King.
Yeah, we got to talk about this.
Have you watched it yet?
I have not. It's definitely on my radar.
You have to.
Okay, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people talking about how like the animals aren't treated well, and I do not want to be a part of that. People are like boycotting it.
I don't necessarily think the animals are treated poorly.
Okay, that doesn't really reassure me.
Well, okay. So if they are, they really don't show it. It looks like a zoo. There's tigers in cages.
So it's at a zoo.
It's at several zoos.
Okay.
But independent zoos, like people who just own a lot of land and decide to put a zoo up.
Gotcha.
Then
okay.
They also live there. It's not like, the Philadelphia Zoo. It's not like the zoo in D.C. It's not like Zoo America.
Oh, okay.
It's like, hey, Rodney has some land, so Rodney bought some tigers.
Rodney was bored and had money.
So but here's the problem: is that the people that are supposed to be like helping out the animals, the people that are supposed to be defending the animals from the quote unquote abuse, are just as bad. There's a woman named Carol. And Carol is just as bad as Joe Exotic. I'm sorry, she is.
So what's the premise? This guy goes around and like speaks to tigers or something?
The tiger whisperer.
Right, that's what I'm picturing.
He goes up to them and goes, rawr. No. There's a guy named Joe. They call him Joe Exotic. He has a tiger zoo. I don't want to say tiger because he's got monkeys and alligators and all this other stuff, but tigers are like the main thing. He's got like 200 tigers.
Legally?
Yeah.
Oh,
there is no law. I think it's a state by state, but in his particular state, which is Oklahoma, there is 0 laws against owning tigers.
Yeah, anything goes in Oklahoma, I feel like.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
So there's this woman, Carol, who hates Joe and tries to get Joe's zoo shut down. Joe used to go from like mall to mall. He used to bring this big trailer with tigers in it and do like tiger shows in the middle of malls. So Carol got her like followers to call and write all these malls complaining about Joe. So she got his mall business shut down. And she thinks that he's treating animals poorly. If you look at it, there was one in like all the shows. I think there's 5. We haven't finished it. I think we finished.
There's only 5 episodes?
Yeah, I think there's only 5. I think we got through 4, so we still need the last one. Only one time did I see any animal getting hit, and that's because the animal had his, I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but he was about to eat Joe. So, yeah, like he had his mouth wrapped around Joe's ankle, and Joe was hitting him with a stick to try to get him to stop.
Okay.
That is the only like animal abuse that I've seen. And maybe someone's watching this going, no, you missed that and this and this and that. And we might have different definitions of abuse. Joe makes a lot of his money by bringing people into his zoo and charging them to take pictures with little baby tiger cubs.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute and cuddly.
Right. So that's the reason why people want to do it for the gram.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right? Do it for the likes.
Absolutely. So he knows that this is a thing people want to do, so he goes and says charges them. Says, "Hey, you want to get your picture taken with tiger cub? Or it's going to cost you." And she says that people handling tiger cubs is abuse. I don't necessarily think that's true.
I mean, as long as they're treating them well while handling them.
Right. He breeds tigers too. That's how he makes some money, and he sells them. Like, if I don't know what the zoning is here in my town, but if I wanted to put a tiger in the backyard, there might be ways I can do that. Again, I don't know Pennsylvania laws. Not really interested in a tiger. I'm allergic to cats.
True.
So I don't really want that. But he would sell it to people he would sell tigers to people who want tigers. So that's how he makes a lot of his money. He makes it through breeding, which this woman in Florida is like, no, you can't do that. Which, by the way, this woman in Florida is shady too. She had a millionaire husband who disappeared.
Ooh.
And when I don't want to give all of it away, but when his will came out, pretty much everyone's will says, in the event of my death, this is what I want to happen. His says, in the event of my death or disappearance. And they interviewed a lawyer, and this lawyer was like, I've never seen that in anyone's will.
Right, who puts that in there?
Just assuming that I might end up disappearing.
Right, that's weird.
But Joe is a weird dude, right? I'm sure you've seen the pictures, right?
Oh, yeah.
Blonde mullet, mustache. He's a very flamboyantly gay man who is all about guns and has not one but two husbands.
Okay, I saw something about that.
Okay, yeah. And one of his husbands has really bad teeth, and they referred to it as meth mouth in the show. Pretty much everyone at that zoo's on drugs or were on drugs.
Nice.
A lot of felons.
A lot of class.
There's just so many people that could have their own documentary series. That's the cool thing. Like, Joe is the main feature, but then they talk to this other tiger guy who he could have his own reality show.
This other tiger guy.
He could have his own reality show. Then Carol could have her own reality show. Then, a couple of people that work for him. A woman got her arm bit off by a tiger at the zoo, and she went back to work 7 days later.
Wow.
With 1.5 arms.
That's dedication.
She could have one. Another guy doesn't have legs, and he's like, I bet you're thinking tiger. Well, you'd be wrong. Ziplining accident. What?
Wow, we need to hear details on that guy's life. I need to know
There's
more.
So many things that could potentially be their own spin-off reality show.
Right. Well, maybe they'll make more seasons then, since it's been so popular.
Well, the thing is, Joe ends up in jail. And I can't, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not going to tell you. You have to watch it. Within the first 15 minutes, my wife was like, this is going to be the favorite thing I've ever watched in my whole life.
Really?
She was hooked. And the only reason why we didn't watch every single episode is because I had to work on Monday's show. I had to get Monday's show uploaded to all the podcasts and Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff. So I had to actually do work. Or else we would have watched, boom, 5 episodes, 5 hours.
Wow.
Easy.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I don't, it seems just like a weird show, but people are obsessed.
It's unbelievable. It's the only way to describe it. It is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. This dude ran for president, lost, and then he ran for governor of Oklahoma. I think he came in 3rd.
Wow.
Which isn't bad.
No, that's pretty good.
He had double-digit percentage of votes.
Good for him. Okay. So he's got something going for him.
He came in 3rd.
That's pretty good.
He shouldn't come in 3rd for mayor of Harrisburg.
Oklahoma, man, I'm telling you. There's some weird stuff going on.
But yeah, you see, if you like baby tigers, there's a lot of baby tigers.
I do love baby tigers.
There is not, for me, it all depends on what you consider abuse. There's, apparently to save money, they buy like older meat from Walmart. But let me explain to you what it is. It's like if you go and pick up like a some chicken breasts from Walmart and bring it to the register and decide you don't want it or you don't have enough money to pay for it, they put it on a truck because they can't, after that is taken off of the out of the cooler, they can't legally put it back in the cooler. So normally that stuff will get thrown out. Well, Joe buys it from them from a steep discount and then feeds that stuff to his tigers. So you see his staff actually take some of the stuff too, because his staff is severely underpaid. Yeah. And then the other tiger guy is like running a cult.
A cult.
Where he just he says, "Hey, 17-year-old girl, you want to play with tigers as an internship?" Heck yeah, I do. And then 3 years later, he marries them.
Ew. He's one of those.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm intrigued because everyone's talking about it.
You need to watch it. And I admit I waited a long time. I waited until Sunday night to watch it. I did. I waited until Sunday night. And then finally, the wife was like, "Hey, you want to try this Tiger King thing?" And then we were hooked.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to the bathroom and miss anything.
Pause it.
Yeah. We ended up pausing it a bunch just, for drink run, snack run, food run. I cooked dinner during it. Oh, man. I don't want to say it'll change your life because I think that is a little too much, but it'll definitely enrich your life. It'll definitely make you laugh. So that's good. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we teased it yesterday. Let's talk dating during this whole coronavirus outbreak.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
CBD American Shaman of PA wants you to know that even though their stores can't be open right now, they're still there for you and for all of your CBD product needs. Make these tough times more manageable with CBD American Shaman of PA. Their products can be shipped right to your door, and they may help relieve your pain, your anxiety, and your sleeping troubles. Visit hempashealth.com for the full selection of the most powerful CBD products available. That's hempashealth.com for fast, easy online ordering.
Hey honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Do your kids lose their house keys? Do you hide a key near your front door for friends, relatives, the cleaning lady, or pet sitter? Do you need a better way to secure your home? Let ITD Systems and Security solve all your problems. ITD has the knowledge and experience to install smart home features like smart locks, motion sensors, indoor and outdoor cameras, and wireless keypads that control everything. Plus, you can turn off lights, lock doors, and view any of your cameras right from your cell phone or tablet. Turn your house into a future house and add peace of mind to your life with ITD Systems and Security. To find out more, visit itdssi.com.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is stuck inside. It's just how it is. We're all going through this. I'm fortunate enough to have someone in my house with me, my wife.
Yeah, I can't imagine being totally alone.
Well,
people are complaining about their families getting on their nerves, but...
I lived alone for many years.
Yeah.
I lived alone twice. I lived alone right when I first moved here, and then I got a roommate, went to another roommate, and then that roommate turned out to be a disappointment. He was a human being, and I ended up kicking him out and living on my own for a couple of years, and then I got a roommate again, and then I got my last roommate, which was my wife.
Aww.
But I have lived alone, and I actually went through a really tough time in my life. One of the times I was alone, and it's rough. It is rough. So yeah, if you're by yourself right now, that's really tough.
Air hugs to you if you are. 6 feet social distancing hugs coming your way.
Well, let's talk about maybe you're single and ready to long distance mingle. Dating during coronavirus times. You're single. I know that you have some dudes blowing up your DMs. You always have. Why wouldn't they?
Thank you.
But how does this work for you? Like, are you... I mean, you don't obviously go into detail, but like, do you even want to talk to anybody right now? Because it might be a month or two before you see them.
Well, that's the thing. It's a very weird situation. I actually met somebody, just coincidentally. It wasn't like a dating app or setup. It just was like a run into, hey, hi, how are you type thing, right before this all really kind of exploded. And now it's at the point where, like, are you going to text for 4, 5, 6 weeks, however long this goes on?
Yeah.
Maybe even longer, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Are you just going to text? I mean, it's so likely to fizzle if you don't actually get to meet up in person.
Sure.
Because texting to get to know someone at first, I think, is really nice to see if it's even worth meeting. But then meeting is that point of like, okay, do I want to actually continue to pursue this, or is it not for me? So not getting that chance to even meet someone,
Right.
I think a lot of people you're trying to talk to, it's likely to just kind of fizzle because you're both just like, well, whatever, I'm bored. Like, I can't meet you, so.
Well, do you still have guys every once in a while blowing up the inbox or anything?
Yeah, there's some random ones. I
mean, and guys, like, and girls, but let's be honest, guys, what do you expect to accomplish? Do you have any guys like, hey, you want to come over?
Yes. There was
Really?
2. And I was just like, we're not really supposed to be doing that right now. I'm a big rule follower. And I don't know if there was like, maybe they were just trying to be funny, but I do think they were serious. They were like, it's not a big deal. Like, there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, social distancing, sorry.
That's you can use that as a good excuse now. That is a
Right.
good excuse.
It is.
I mean, did any of these guys interest you?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. But if they didn't, you could just rock that social distance.
Right.
Just milk it for all it's worth.
Right. If you were totally uninterested, sorry, social distancing. See you after the quarantine.
Yeah, but you got to be careful saying that. Because
Yeah.
after the quarantine, oh, it's crazy, I'm dating someone.
Right.
Don't talk to me.
Right. It's such a weird time because it is a good time to kind of meet someone because you have a lot of time to text, but you can't actually meet them. And
Right.
I was thinking about making a Hinge account because I've heard a lot of good things about it. And they keep saying on the news that this is a really big time for online dating. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, hey, you want to just text for the next few weeks? You know, it's like, what do you do?
Sure.
So I've thought about it because I've heard that it's a step up from Tinder and some of the other things.
Is it the same idea though? It's see pictures and go from there?
Yeah, I think it's more legit because they make you answer 3 questions. Like, you can't put your account out there until you've answered them and until you've added 6 pictures. Whereas Tinder, you can literally put a picture of a computer and you can just write Joe. And that's it. And that's like super sketchy. So I think Hinge is more legit because you see that it's a real person because they have 6 pictures and you know something about them because they had to answer questions.
Do you know what questions they are?
There's like a ton of different ones.
Okay.
Yeah, that you just get to pick 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Like, this is what I'm looking for. This is what makes me laugh. Stuff like that.
This is what
so
I'm
it's
looking
more
for.
legit.
Anyone that will come over.
Right. I'm sure there's people out there looking for a Corona hookup.
Listen, I have a couch that's big. We can sit 6 feet apart.
Oh, I was
just
like,
talk.
what are you trying to say
Like
here?
anything.
Yeah.
They're just trying anything. Come
Yep.
on.
Yep.
We can sit 6 feet apart.
Right. And you just can't right now. But the scary part is the uncertainty of like not knowing how long it's going to last. My brother actually recently started talking to someone. They met through some online forum. And they've been doing those Netflix dates.
Right.
Because they were supposed to meet up right before all this got bad.
So they had never met up before?
No, they've never met before.
Man.
I know, and I feel bad because he's like happy about it and excited, but it's like I said, and I kept telling him, I'm like, you have to make sure you keep showing interest in her. Don't let days go by where you're just like meh.
Right.
Because then it's gonna fizzle. But they've been like doing their Netflix date chat thing and trying to make the best of it, but you don't know how much longer this is gonna go on for. So it's a very weird time.
Has anyone asked you to do that yet?
No, because I heard that it's just like basically like having Facebook Messenger pulled up. You have to like download a separate app or something. From what I hear, I'm not sure.
So while you're just texting each other while watching a movie?
Basically.
And just do that anyway.
Right, exactly.
All right, I'm starting it now. Me too, go.
Yeah, it would make more sense to like video chat while you do it.
Yeah. All right, well.
But yeah, it's definitely a very weird time for dating, but some people are not giving up. Some people are still looking for something.
Come on, come over. I'll wear a hazmat suit, okay?
I don't care about Corona, I'm lonely.
All right, anybody meet anyone while in quarantine online?
It's a bad, and like I said, it's a bad time to have just met someone because you're just like, all right, maybe I'll see you in June, maybe not.
Yeah, let us know on Facebook if you met anyone during the whole quarantine time. It's possible. It is. Steph's brother's making it work. Maybe you guys can too. Coming up next, this guy is trying to find love, and this is a story that is 100% going to make you go, oh. It's coming up next.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Do your kids lose their house keys? Do you hide a key near your front door for friends, relatives, the cleaning lady, or pet sitter? Do you need a better way to secure your home? Let ITD Systems and Security solve all your problems. ITD has the knowledge and experience to install smart home features like smart locks, motion sensors, indoor and outdoor cameras, and wireless keypads that control everything. Plus, you can turn off lights, lock doors, and view any of your cameras right from your cell phone or tablet. Turn your house into a future house and add peace of mind to your life with ITD Systems and Security. To find out more, visit itdssi.com. CBD American Shaman of PA wants you to know that even though their stores can't be open right now, they're still there for you and for all of your CBD product needs. Make these tough times more manageable with CBD American Shaman of PA. Their products can be shipped right to your door, and they may help relieve your pain, your anxiety, and your sleeping troubles. Visit hempashealth.com for the full selection of the most powerful CBD products available. That's hempashealth.com for fast, easy online ordering.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
All right, so we just talked about dating during this whole coronavirus thing. And, you know, Steph may try the online dating thing. She's not sure. A lot of people are.
It's big right now. That's what they keep saying on the news.
This guy is trying a little bit different strategy. He's a Brooklyn-based photographer. His name's Jeremy. He's cooped up in his apartment just like everyone else doing the social distancing thing. He spotted a girl dancing on her rooftop. All by herself.
Well, she's bored.
Right?
Trying to burn some calories.
He waved to her and she waved back. So he decided to take it a step further. What do a lot of photographers, videographers own?
Video cameras.
What do I own?
Video cameras.
What could I own that could help get me from one place to the other?
Drone.
He has a drone. So Jeremy wrote his phone number on a piece of paper, taped it to his drone, and flew it to the cute brunette dancing on the rooftop.
No, that's such a cute idea.
The girl, her name is Tori, texted him that night and says they've been texting a fair amount. He says he's asked her out on a date, but obviously they have to figure out when that will be.
They could have a date, a long distance date. They could like talk on the phone while they look at each other or something.
They could.
You could make it work if you want to.
Yeah.
If you're really interested.
He's like, I don't need I don't need a nap. I got a drone. He's
Good for
Flew that
him.
everywhere.
Being inventive. See, I like that. We were just talking during the commercial break a little bit. And I should have said this when we were talking about the dating thing earlier. But I think that if you want to make something work and you're really interested in that person, you'll find a way to make it through this weird time.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll fly a drone to their house or
Yeah.
you'll FaceTime them or
I mean,
whatever.
the good news for you is that, yeah, you said you randomly met a guy who's, you were interested in, but it was just a meetup and a couple texts. You guys hadn't met, you weren't dating.
No.
So you weren't you have zero emotion invested in it.
Right.
So it's not that bad. Imagine if you were really, let's say you were a month or two into dating someone, you're just like, oh my God, this guy is amazing. He's, everything's good. And all of a sudden you can't see him anymore.
Right. See, that's an even worse point to be at.
I think
in the
so.
early stages
Yep.
where you like each other.
Yep.
Because if you're hardcore in a relationship, you're just going to be together anyway.
Yeah,
Like
or-
couples are just together.
Right. Or let's say you're I love you. You just got done saying I love you for the
Yes.
first time.
And now you can't be together.
Yeah.
Right. Because it gets to the point in a relationship where you're just going to be with them regardless. But in that early stage,
Right.
are you going to be together during all this Corona stuff?
don't know.
That's a hard point.
So I think it could be, it does stink, and I wouldn't want to be by myself. Luckily, you live, with your mom and your brother, so you're all good in terms of people interaction.
Right.
But it could be worse.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my family's been great. I think they are sick of me for the fact of Christmas movies.
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time till they, kick me out. So stay
Revolt.
tuned on that.
Well, you could come here and
Thank you.
we have a guest bedroom. You're more than welcome to it.
Thank you.
You have your own TV in there. You can watch all the Christmas movies you want.
And it wouldn't drive you nuts.
I'll close the door. I'll give you Moogie and close the door.
No.
You can put a Santa hat on him. I don't care.
Okay. No, that's good.
Whatever makes you happy. This could be your backup plan.
Thank you. Just
Okay.
in case my family disowns
we
me.
got very fast Wi-Fi because I know you got to work from home. Time to play the poll. This thing has always scared me, and I had no idea that this was so high. 33% of drivers have lost control of their vehicle because of this. What is this? I had no idea this number would be as high as it is, and I've always been scared of doing this.
Spider in your car.
It has nothing to do with bugs.
Lost control of their vehicle. And it's something you wouldn't expect? Or you just didn't expect the number to be this high?
I didn't expect the number to be that high.
Okay.
33%. A third of people have lost control of their vehicle because of this. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that they've gotten into an accident, but they've lost control of their vehicle.
Is it distracted driving of some kind?
No.
Like texting?
Think about an involuntary thing.
Trying to change their shoes or their pants.
An involuntary thing. Something that you can't control.
Okay, sorry. Leg spasm. Ah!
It's trying to change your... Sometimes I involuntarily take my pants off and try to change into other
I can't
pants.
help it.
No. No, think of...
And it's not the leg spasm?
No, it has nothing to do with your
'Cause that
low-
is
It's upper
involuntary.
body. Something you can't help, but you temporarily...
Sneezing.
Yes. Yes.
It is scary when you're driving. and
It's
you
always been a
sneeze.
fear because you close your eyes
Yep.
and you just brace yourself. You just...
Yep. You hope for the best.
Okay, I'm not dead. Oh, thank God.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh, thank God. Yes, Jesus, take the wheel while I sneeze. We got one more. In their lifetime, the average driver spends 2 hours and 14 minutes doing this in their car. What is it? You're not doing it alone.
Is it a moving vehicle?
Yeah.
Is it like messing around with someone?
It's kind of. I said sneezing again. Kissing.
Really?
Kissing.
While the vehicles... Well, that's why I asked if the car was moving.
Right, no.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm...
Really? While driving? I mean, the cheek kiss is cute. If it's like so-and-so's driving and you kiss them on the cheek or
Red
whatever.
light.
Love you, boo.
Red light. We're hitting all the red lights. Lucky us.
I just couldn't go another
Oh,
30
my-
seconds without kissing you.
God, if I was in the back seat, I'd throw up. Red light.
Those are new couples. You know it.
I don't know if I've ever been like that.
Yeah. But a lot of new couples are that way, but I don't see a lot of like married for so many years couples doing that
I don't...
at red lights.
Red light.
Just a reminder, I love you. Here's a kiss, boo.
God, we are so lucky to hit all the red lights. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Would you rather Wednesday? Later.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.